The client and I are actually good friends. So we were here when my children were little, and the kitchen was primarily terracotta tile, green countertops, and wood cabinets. One thing about this house is it has great bones. It has beautiful moldings, stained glass and plaster moldings. So we really wanted to retain the feeling of that in the kitchen, although we wanted a really modern kitchen. So the inspiration really came from British interiors, where you really see the old architecture of the house, and then there's these beautiful modern spaces within it. This kitchen's very calm and I think peaceful because it's black and white. And the hits of color are really in the natural weave of the chair. There's a little bit of leather in the light fixture, and then of course the brick that leads into the mudroom. Really the idea was to keep the palette really light and crisp, and then have the accents of the black door and the black light, which is from CB2. And then we played with bringing in the black into the pantry space as well, and that really created this great crisp feeling in the room. The starting point in the design was to actually open the kitchen up to the garden. So it started with the French doors. We wanted to make it as big as we could, but we were limited by the structure of the house. But that was really the element that leads you through the house and into the garden. We went with Caesar stone on the counter because the client really wanted the easiness of having a quartz countertop. And the floors here are actually porcelain statuario, and so they're really durable. Then we partnered that with a real slab of statuario on the backsplash. We have a theory at Palmerston that you can only be a minimalist if you have enough storage to be a minimalist. So we incorporated not only a massive fridge in the space, but we did a custom pantry, and then we enclosed the porch off the side of the house and created a mudroom. So she really has loads of storage in this very clean kitchen. When you take away all of the details, the work is harder. The slim detail of the doors and how they pivot and flush mount to the drywall. When all the doors are closed, the room is completely clean. So just the detail of making that work and having it all feel precise. I think it is timeless because when you respect the architecture of the house, so we added in the crown molding and we added in some architectural detail, and then everything else is so clean. I think if you look at modern interiors in Paris or in England, this is how it stays timeless.